Alright, welcome everyone. Today I've got for you an Overlook tutorial. I know all you speedrunners out there have been dying to see this, to know exactly how this area works, and I think I've finally figured it out for you. At exact timestamps and exact everything on how to work. So, every bit of timing that I'm going to be using in this demonstration will be done from when the beacon is deployed. Basically from here you're going to need to take the time from however you split personally and subtract anything necessary so that you know exactly when you hit this deploy, and from there we get this this timing is 100% consistent. So what we'll do is I'll hit deploy and start the timer at the exact same time, and we won't see anything happen for really about 2 minutes. So, start. This area has 4 different cycles that you really have to worry about. And you can specify it via Angel and Jack kind of going back and forth with the dialogue. For this very first cycle, you don't have to worry about anything. Kill everything as fast as possible. Don't really care. Just get as much experience as possible. It really doesn't make any difference. Unless you manage to freeze the cycles. I'll explain that more in a little bit, especially if it happens. But it's the big issue with this area that everybody has had trouble with since the dawn of time anyways, in this annoying speedrun. Basically, every once in a while, as most of you should already know, this area will stop spawning enemies. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. On this first cycle, it is good, though you will lose out on some experience as a result. So it's a trade-off whether or not you want to trigger it or not. I don't know the exact numbers for how to trigger it, because it's not as good. So, once you hear them start talking again, this is when you need to start paying attention to your time. Sure you kill all the enemies so that some exploders spawn, and once you see some exploders, that's when you know you're on the right cycles. So the wave you want is the second wave of exploders. So once you've cleared everybody out here, another wave should spawn. Which would be this one right here. And since I've kind of done this a little late, we're gonna have to rush. We want to kill everything by about 2:15. This is gonna be a little late, but you'll see, even though it was a little late from my hand, I killed everything really fast, and they started talking. We didn't get this minute of dead time that we normally would get here if you kill them before the timer says 2:15. It's the earliest possible time that you can finish that wave and have it successfully move on. For this next one, it doesn't matter nearly as much. It's a lot harder to get that bad cycle, but it is still worth noting. So basically, 1 minute and 15 after Angel starts talking again is when you can go for it again. The earliest time which that will be possible if you kill everything at the 2:15, 2 minutes 15 seconds timestamp I talked about earlier, would be 3 minutes 30 seconds. So you'd want to set up a cycle to die at exactly 3:30. Since mine was about 6 seconds late, I'd want to go for about 3:36, which I'm probably going to be a little late here. But once I finish this wave off, she just talk again, like this. So, this last cycle is completely consistent. you can kill them as fast as you want, as slow as you want, as long as you kill them within 45 seconds. Because 45 seconds is the magic number when everything will happen again. So the earliest that will work is 4 minutes and 15 seconds after deploying the beacon. So I'm gonna go over the check marks one more time while I finish off this last wave. The first one you want is 2 minutes and 15 seconds. That is when you can finish off the first wave. 3 minutes and 30 seconds is the earliest you can finish off the second wave, which is 1 minute 15 seconds after the first wave moves on and triggers. And the final wave is always 45 seconds as long as you kill them within that time frame and aren't extremely too fast, which is only really possible with the Evil Smasher glitch, which would bring it to the final time of 4:15 when this final set of dialogue where the fast travel station flies down. The one thing that I didn't mention while this was going on on that second set of exploders that I was talking about, the one that triggers the second cycle to, or the, I guess third, really, the big issue area to move forward, it's gonna have a couple exploders and then 3 gun loaders. When they're running towards you and you're waiting there for the 2 minutes 15 seconds to happen, you're gonna want to kill all of the exploders, but leave every single one of the gun loaders alive. You do this because the trigger is only one of the gun loaders. So what you'd want to do is on that very final exploder wave, you'd sit there and wait until there are no exploders left, but they're all the gun loaders. And once you see 2 minutes 15 seconds have passed, kill one of the gun loader, and then the cycle should move on. If you do it any earlier than this, it's pretty much gonna cost you about 50 seconds. I mean, I was sitting there in testing, doing it at like 2:12, 2:13, and it was giving me the problems. So I'll probably put the timestamps in the description, but other than that, this is pretty much all you need to know about this area. It's not too tricky, but it's really confusing when you do everything right and you lose time, or you do everything wrong, but then you still save time. It's very confusing in how it works, and it is just completely time dependent. There's no RNG, and it's super simple once you know the timestamps. So I hope this helped. Thanks all for watching. Hopefully I'll get some more videos out here on YouTube soon, and thanks a lot. I'll see you next time.